This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rosen to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is Homer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Brings up second and 9 at the Falcons' 26-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down at 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, check. Check nickel.
On third down, Rosen. And he finds Seals Jones complete. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I got one. Watch it. Alert. 12.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
One day. Check 59, Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Push him back.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Rosen. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Parker. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
59, ready, 280.
Ito Smith, his first carry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready, 280, 280. You.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Check. Hey, box truck.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready, 3 buds.
After the penalty, it's Smith, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Ryan. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm here all day. Show it up. Show it up. Begin.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that'll set them back 5.
That's 80. 45. Come on. You better bring it.
On 2nd down, Rosen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Smith. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run this with Homer. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
That's trash. That's trash. Go, go, go.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
65, 65, 65.
Hey, exit.
45, 45, 45, Mike. 45.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and short.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Going on the ground with Homer. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
And we got to go.
Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Middle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Travis Homer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deidrin Sanat with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Hug. Slam. Wide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
45's the mic.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 45's the mic. Okay, double up.
Throwing on second down. Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Rosen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip left, rip left.
To throw is Rosen. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action. It's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action here with Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down. They keep it with Smith on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, get in the weight room. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shift. 51.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jake Ryan able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Over the middle, complete. That's Burgess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you. Check 26, check 26.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Here's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Rosen going to run. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30. Yards there and a first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Smith trying to run for it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. A disappointing drop there on fourth and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, high 7.
Check, 59. It's just me and you.
Rosen will throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, orbit.
59. Mike's 59.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Rosen looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Let's go.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.